Yeah, bro. What's up, people? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, listen, I don't know what to tell y'all, but we wide open.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm giving a shout out to everybody that's already in the chat. 9:01 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is 7:01.
What up?
Pacific Standard Time. It is 10:01. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, America. What is America doing right now? But also, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to the rest of the world. You are now rocking with the best. This is Wide Open. This is Wide Open. I don't know what you are hoping, but this is Wide Open. I don't know what you was hoping. This is Wide Open. I didn't know who you were scoping, but this is Wide Open. I didn't know who you were scoping, but this is Wide Open. I don't know who you think you poking, but this is Wide Open. I don't know who you think you poking, but this is
Wide Open.
Hey, we wide open, ladies and gentlemen. It's roll call.
What up, though?
It's Friday. You should be happy right now. You know what I'm saying? We at the end of the week. You made it. Hey, give yourself a round of applause. Hey, yo, we made it another week. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody do nothing about it. Whether you got through it, blessy or messy, just need you to know you got it through. So shout out to Columbia, South Carolina.
Shout out members.
Not Eureka. Simply amazing. Friday is such a sad day. No wide open for 2 whole days. Oh my gosh. Wow.
We really love y'all.
That's so sweet. And we got to take a nap. Do enough.
We got to sleep. We definitely got to sleep, Pop.
Hey, you can go run back one of the episodes though. You know what I'm saying?
Run it back. And we got a basement, and we got a members episode dropping today.
That's right. We got a members episode dropping today for everybody that's a part of the YouTube support group.
It's really like a support group, dog.
Shout out to everybody.
Members.
Shout out to everybody on Discord as well. Shout out members. Shout out members. Hey, let me roll call on Discord real quick, cause I be going through on YouTube. I want everybody to know, but sometimes y'all be Discordian YouTubing at the same time.
For real.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be like
do that.
chat. They be like popping up. Yeah. Miss Tia, we love you. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Chicago's in the house. Keys in the house. Yeah. Where you from? Where you at? Ditton up in here. Mystic Tiger, what's poppin'?
Oh, what up, Dro?
You know what I'm saying?
Dro.
Lima, Ohio, I know how to say it now. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Angelina, it's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Angelina. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Okay, Louisville, Kentucky, we back up in here. Covington, Georgia, Texarkana.
Yeah. What up? Where y'all from?
Everybody went straight to the happy birthdays. Y'all
from where y'all at?
Hey, Discordian is a tribe right now. At work in Louisiana, Panama, Florida, what's poppin'? Isaac the Dad. I like that name. Isaac the Dad. Sounds like somebody Kratos knew. We're gonna go have to see Isaac the Dad. Come, boy. Oberlin, Ohio. Hazlitt, Texas. Damon, Texas. H-Town adjacent. I've never heard of Damon. My best friend growing up, his name was Damon.
We have to take it back, man. We don't have to take it back, bro.
We taking it back? You trying to take it back somewhere?
We have to take it back to the funkiness.
Yeah, this is the funk right now.
This the Friday, that Friday.
You know what I mean? I'm sitting down,
Friday.
but I'm a hit that walk.
We made it
sitting
to
down.
Friday.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we made it to Friday. Yeah, because we made it to Friday. We made it to Friday.
Yeah, Mount Vernon made it to Friday. Cibolo, Texas made it to Friday. We all made it to Friday. Allen, Texas is made it to Friday. Tamarack, Florida made it to Friday. Camden, New Jersey made it to Friday. Mesa, Arizona made it to Friday. Indianapolis, Indiana made it to Friday. Gary, Indiana made it to Friday. Panama made it to Friday. Anaheim, Cali made it to Friday. Omaha, Nebraska made it to Friday. Bloomington, Minnesota made it to Friday. Denton, Texas made it to Friday. Marana, Arizona made it to Friday. Latham, New York made it to Friday. Gainesville, Georgia made it to Friday. Baltimore, Virginia made it to Friday. Manhattan and Seattle made it to Friday. Brandon, Mississippi made it to Friday. San Antonio made it to Friday. Deltona, Florida made it to Friday. Edinburgh, Texas made it to Friday. Kingston, Jamaica made it to Friday. Clay Center made it to Friday. Napa, California made it to Friday. All of DSW made it to Friday. Garland, Texas made it to Friday. West Lafayette made it to Friday. Shreveport, Louisiana made it to Friday. Parkland, Florida made it to Friday. Michigan State University made it to Friday. Inglewood always make it to Friday. Ottawa, Canada made it to Friday. Torrance, California made it to Friday. The whole country of Finland made it to Friday. Erica, reppin' North Carolina, she made it to Friday. Greensboro, North Carolina made it to Friday. Louisville, Kentucky made it to Friday. Naptown,
Made it to Friday.
can you hood up
Yeah.
Indianapolis, Naptown.
Naptown.
You know what I'm saying? You come to my town, nigga, you go to sleep.
Naps.
Take a nap.
My favorite.
Nap. I'm about to make up a Indianapolis, Indiana gangster rap. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go,
If you make it to Nighttown,
Hey.
we gon' put the smack down. I put all my babies down,
Hey.
and they go to Nap in Naptown.
Naptown.
I sell them rocks.
We napped out in the naps. Give me them naps and pick the naps if you napped out with the naps.
If anybody in Naptown is nappy, I'm calling you pappy. Buy you a cone. Take your little nappy head home.
Yeah, you ain't happy, you scrappy down in the nappy. You just happy, homie. You need to get at it.
What about taking a taxi?
Oh, taking a taxi for nappy.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go. Juliana being a contributor in the studio. Hey, I think this line would go good right here, guys, if you just use taxi.
Locked
You
in.
guys you're kind of redundant right now with your nappies. If you just throw in a taxi, I think it'd be a #1 hit. But what do I know? I'm just Hootie.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know
be a
nothing.
fatty.
Oh.
Don't be a fatty.
Oh.
Was that good?
I'm just gonna go. Two contributions have come in,
Two contributions.
and I'm going with taxi. And it means nothing against the other contribution. We allowed the best word to win.
I'm submitted.
Yeah, we
submitted?
just allowed the best word to win.
I'm submitted.
Okay, you locked in?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start again.
Oh, we're starting again?
Yes, Huli is back.
Juliana.
Juliana got bars and y'all don't even know it. Okay, Kimberly McGee.
I almost didn't make it to Friday.
You almost didn't miss
Yeah, nobody knows how to drive in the rain. There's like 5 car accidents. It's so sad.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
So sad.
Yeah. Did somebody?
Tim, how
did
was your
some of them
commute?
look really bad?
Yeah, there was this one red Tesla with this like old Honda. What?
No.
No, go.
No.
Tim doesn't have a commute.
Yeah, it was bad, and like the dude wasn't moving. His head was like on the wheel,
Oh.
and there was like 3 ambulances, and I mean I was
That's
trying
terrible.
to not crash myself, so
Yeah,
I couldn't
for-
see.
yeah,
but I
for
just
sure.
saw the guy in the Tesla in the driver's seat. He was just like, yeah, it was bad. There's so many. It's so sad.
Yeah, I don't like it when the people in them don't drive right
Yeah.
in the rain.
They already drive crazy here.
Already.
Oh yeah.
Shout out the rain.
Shout out the rain.
And they drive crazy in the rain and a lot of accidents happen. Shout out the rain. This dude is pro car accident. Dude must work for Geico or Progressive or the General.
Shout out deductible.
My God. Bro is a independent
Adjuster.
independent independent
We gotta make money somehow.
Bro's like, I love when it rains. That's when I get paid. I get paid when it rains.
Oh my god.
An independent adjuster has me weak.
Where you come up with this stuff, Hector?
I didn't. You said it, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Not you forgetting your own. Forgetting that you were responsible for the material to begin with.
I don't know nothing.
Did you have coffee yet?
Yeah, I had a little bit of coffee. I don't. Yeah.
I don't drink
okay,
coffee.
I
I'm
think-
naturally caffeinated.
I know. I need to.
Amen. Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Juliana's woke today.
Oh yeah.
She almost
I'm
didn't
awake.
make it to
I'm awake.
Friday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But she's contributing
I
on
went to bed
Friday.
at 7:30. I think it was 7:30. I don't remember what happened. I just
And you slept into the morning?
yeah. I just woke
Praise
up
God.
with the alarm and I was like, oh yeah. Oh, like, here we go.
Caleb was up another 4.5 hours lonely, just walking around roaming like, I have no one. I have no one.
No, he went to bed with me.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, if you come to bed at 7:30, I promise you'll be sleepy.
He gets it.
He gets
He gets it.
He gets us.
right. He gets it. Oh, Juli, I love you so
I
much.
love you.
Oh my gosh.
Also, we're matching again.
We are kind of we are
We're in sync.
Yeah, we're in sync. We're in sync.
Not like the band.
Not like the band.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the royalties were coming, I'd
Amen.
be there.
Amen.
599 in the chat so far. It's 11 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour. We're wide open, everybody. Let's get into some news. Now, somebody put this. Somebody put this in the chat. A couple of people put this in the chat. I wasn't going to talk about it, but let's talk. In July, at a church conference, and he told the people to close the doors, and he was going to raise $40,000. Now, before I say another word, before I let you go away,
Never
can I
would've
get
made
a?
it.
That's
Good night.
That's his song, right?
Tim is just trying to sing it.
Without you, I would have lost it all. But he need that 40 grand though.
never would have paid it. I never would have paid it without you. That's why I closed those doors. 'Cause now I see
Ooh.
how you're gonna pay me.
Amen.
And now
Tim, you can sing, bro.
never would have paid it. I never would have paid it without you. I would have lost it all. But ushers closed that door.
I'm strong.
And because you paid, I'm stronger, wiser, fresher, no misers. You got to do that at the end. All right, so here's the thing, though. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know from the outside looking in, if you've never been exposed to this, I'll give you I promise you I'll give you my feelings, but let me just say, this was normal growing up. This was my normal. We went to churches and this is what they did. And you closed the door.
Really?
You put ushers in front of the door. And there's a myriad of ways why ushers had to be in front of the doors. Because one of the reasons was because everybody in the church ain't saved. And when you got money passing, and now we're in a digital age, and so it's much different. But back in the day when people used to pass the plate, people weren't just putting money in the plate. They were taking money out of the plate. And so that's why you had ushers watching every single row, and you had ushers at the door so that nobody could run out, right? And so it became this over time. The optics looked like you were locking people in, but it was a security measure. So that after all this loose money was collected from all over the sanctuary, the ushers wouldn't get bopped in the head and somebody can just run out the back door or the front door, depending on how the church is configured, right? So now it's old church culture. I'm used to it. Out of context, it looks crazy. Now I want to give that disclaimer first, right? Because with all that I get an understanding, I think that's important. With that said, it became a cultural norm that was no longer necessary. It was maladaptive. And the optics do look bad, especially in 2024 when this pops off, right? But I looked at it and I was like, oh, I grew up in churches like that, and Marvin is a little bit older than me. So this is definitely what he knows to do. And Marvin's hella churchy. This is what church dudes do. This is what church women do. Like this is how orphans get raised. Embassy City, we never passed a plate in the 7 years I was a pastor there. We never even had a segment for offering. We didn't remind nobody of offering. 93% of our giving came during the week. Shout out everybody at Embassy City. Shout out all the residents of Embassy City. Previously, during my era, during Tim Rivers' era, who would just have hearts of generosity and hearts to give. Because when I tell you we never had a segment, never had a segment.
That's so good, dude.
We never had a segment for your tithe. You can give it if you want. And if you don't, then that's between you and the Lord. Like, I don't want to do that.
Whenever you would see them go up during the week, what do you think that was? Or did anybody ever give a testimonial like, yo, I came on Sunday, heard the worship, been chewing on the message, and I just felt led to give? Was that the testimonial, or what was kind of the vibe there with that?
Oh, I can't wait to give you the vibe.
Yeah.
You know what the testimony was most often? I came to church. I had a great experience. I've never been in a service where somebody hasn't asked for an offering. I've had other people say, they literally came up to me in Guest Central and said, hey, I enjoyed the service today. Then they kind of lean in like they're telling me a secret I don't know. You forgot to take the offering.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, no, we didn't. They were like, well, then how do people give? I was like, well, we got giving boxes at the back, but then you can also give online. But like, if you don't remind people, then how are they going to give? Well, the Lord has to remind them.
Amen.
I'm focused on preaching. I ain't got time to do no doggone giving message and then the message that God gave me to give the people. We come in here, we worship God. The disciples of Jesus are givers. Mm-hmm. If you're not a disciple of Jesus, I don't expect you to be a giver. If you are a disciple of Jesus, I've taught you about giving. At some point during the year or over 2 years, if you go here consistently, there'll be a series on giving. But if I got to remind you 52 times a year to give, like if every time you come to church, what I say about giving determines what you give and how much you give, you're not a disciple. You just go to church. You here to give a tip for a performance, and I'm not going to do it. So, yeah, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. And therefore, our service is shorter. Do you know how long a service is when you have to add the giving part of it and then wait for people? And then if you have them stand up and walk down and do all kind of stuff, and then the ushers and going through the aisles, and that's too, ain't nobody got time for that. I didn't take the offering of nothing, Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that.
They made remixes to that.
Of course they did.
Incredible.
It was that beautiful. So with Marvin, again, out of context, it looks crazy. In Black church culture, that is the most natural thing that I see from old school churches. I'm not from that old school generation. Ushers, man the doors. Ushers, get in front of the doors. It's offering time.
It's weird.
There's 100 people in here that I believe God told to give $4,000. And I've been to those services long as hell. And I be looking around. I'm like, who you in? Who in here got $4,000? I'm looking around. I'm like, I didn't see a car in the parking lot that told me somebody in here got $4,000 of discretionary income that they just want to drop in a bucket right now. Are you sure the Holy Ghost told you that? And I wait. And when they don't get it, I'm like, how come we don't stone him? Now that's being a little bit,
But I'm tracking.
But you know what I'm saying? If God told you that 100 people had $4,000 and they wasn't just like, the Lord was dealing with me with that all the way to the, all the way to the church and I didn't know if I was supposed to give it or not. And now that you've said it, it's confirmation and all 100 people show up there, then God didn't tell you that.
Boom.
And you locking the doors ain't gonna get another penny out of me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've been in them services. It's a standoff. It's a Mexican standoff.
That's weird.
It's a bona fide Mexican standoff.
Define Mexican standoff for those who don't know.
Yeah, so if you don't know what a Mexican standoff is, a Mexican standoff is when two people refuse to do a thing, and so we're gonna stand here to see who breaks first.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a Mexican standoff.
There you go.
Right?
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna move. I'll pee on myself standing here before I move. Huh? I will. I'll pee on myself. I'll defecate myself before I move.
no.
I bet you I don't budge before you.
Let it out, brother.
You gotta wear it
I
down.
will. I did let it out. Yeah, I'll wear it. I'll wear it depends that day.
Yeah.
But I bet you I win that fight.
Amen.
So it's cultural. It's cultural. Is it antediluvian? It is antediluvian. I don't know why we do it anymore. I didn't even know we were still doing it. I didn't know Marvin would do it. But to that church on that day, I doubt anybody was in there like ducking behind a pew dialing 911. Hello? Yes. We have a hostage situation. Ma'am, where are you currently? I'm on the back pew.
Never would have made it.
I'm
Here
on
in
the
the background.
Ma'am, do I hear singing in the background?
Would have
Yes.
lost it all.
Yes. That artist is holding us hostage.
Today,
Ma'am, can you talk a little bit louder? The artist is holding us hostage. He told me if I don't give $1,000,
I am wiser.
he won't let me out of the building.
I'm better.
He seems to be a good singer, though.
Much better.
Damn it, stop listening to his voice. Listen to my
Damn
voice.
it.
Send help now. Send help now. I only have $9 in my pocket.
Yeah. Dude, right?
I repeat, I only have $9 in my pocket. I'm $991 short of what the man of God is demanding.
The man of
Oh
God.
my
He
gosh.
told me he's gonna take my kids.
Oh no.
If I
Oh
don't-
no.
It wasn't all that.
Yeah. No.
It was just a longer service. And everybody was looking crazy until he finally gave up. And maybe he got it. I don't know. Did anybody ever confirm if he got it or not? What if he got it?
Hey, chat. Should we ask chat? You think we know?
Double check.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he knows. Maybe he got the money.
I am ignorant in the situation. Is he a church pastor? Like he has his own church?
Yeah, he has a church in Fort Worth.
Man, I'm tripping. I thought he was just an artist.
Nah, he was, but then he planted a church in,
Okay.
in Fort Worth. His wife died
Understood.
several years back, and
That makes sense.
yeah. Izzy, you know how I get down. She said it's the commitment to it's the skit commitment for me. That's how we get down. If we're gonna improv, we got to get down with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody said he didn't get the money.
He did. And he's denying it.
He's denying what?
Holding conference goers hostage for 40K offering.
Well, I would deny that too, because
Yeah.
holding hostage is crazy. But I did tell the
Yeah.
ushers to close the door,
Yep.
because that's what we do.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to say we.
Right.
I'm talking about black church culture, older church culture. If you ain't been a part of that, you ain't really done. You ain't really done black church before. Yeah.
Does not specify whether he raised the 40,000 or not.
Probably because he didn't. Never would have got it. Didn't even get it. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Okay. Let us turn our attention. I just saw KevOnStage last Friday, 7 days ago, at Concord Baptist Church. He was brilliant. Shout out to 810 in the chat. They're live in the chat. Live in the chat. And you can't do nothing about that. Ooh, can't do nothing about that. Yeah. Okay. Los Angeles. As written by the Associated Press. Chris Hemsworth Thor. Anthony Mackie's Captain America. Sebastian Stan Bucky Barnes. Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. And Tom Hiddleston's Loki are all back in the Avengers Ensemble, where they'll be joined by several of cinema's original X-Men. The 5 veterans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are in the cast of 2026's Avengers Doomsday. Marvel announced in a series of social media videos that the company rolled out slowly on Wednesday. Patrick Stewart, 84, who played Professor X in the Fox's early 2000s X-Men films, and 85-year-old Ian McKellen, who played his arch nemesis Magneto, are also in the Doomsday cast as Disney and Marvel seek to take advantage of the acquisition of Fox's movie library. Kelsey Grammer, who played Hank Beast McCoy, was also announced, as was Rebecca Mystique Romijn, think so. James Cyclops Marsden and Alan Nightcrawler coming. I'm scared, y'all.
What you feeling, sir?
Avengers Endgame was chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Ever since Endgame, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been hit and miss. Whereas they were on a win streak.
Yes, incredible.
It's now very spotty. And lovers of the franchise up to Endgame have not stayed dialed in to the story's narrative in cinema, nor on Disney Plus. I don't know if the same type of excitement's going to be there for Doomsday as the previous Avengers. I don't know. Poll. Have the people been keeping up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Now, if you never kept up with it, please don't entertain the poll, right? Because you never cared for it anyway. But if you were a Instagram, I'm not Instagram. If you were a MCU follower, and this is what you were into for my lifetime, it was like Marvel found a way to turn the movie theater into a soap opera that we didn't want to miss an installment of. And all the Avengers, I'm not going to say they were all A+ movies, but the storylines were so compelling that every time an Avengers came up, you wanted to see it. And now, Avengers Doomsday, I mean, Endgame wasn't enough.
That was the ending.
Right?
It was over.
Endgame.
And
Doomsday? Now this has lore in the comic books. So I'm not naive. All of my comic book dwellers. But are the movies leading up to it good?
question for you. If you were chief creative officer over in the MCU world, let's say you came in as they were finishing MCU, right? Like you get to ride with them out.
Finishing phase 4.
Right.
In-game.
Yes.
Okay.
Hits the theaters, crushes. You're gonna tell the story now. What do you advise the layout to be? It just ended. It hit theaters. It was super emotional. It's done. It's endgame. What do you do?
To me, you reset the storylines with everybody new, right? So Anthony Mackie for sure can come back because OG Cap is gone, right? If Spider-Man wants to come back, he's still young enough to come back as Spider-Man. Now you want to introduce the X-Men into it. They've never been a part of the MCU. You haven't even developed them characters in the MCU ethos. The Fantastic Four people are supposed to be in there. They've tried, this would be I think their third attempt at a Fantastic Four. The first two were flops and then mediocre, respectively. So for me, between Iron Man and Endgame, including Iron Man and Endgame, 22 films. How many films between Phase 5 starting and Doomsday? Doomsday? Where do you go after Doomsday? So this is one of the conversations that I was having with Marta a couple of days ago in our class in Spanish, en español.
Saludos.
By the way. And it was around the fact that Disney has stopped telling stories and just started to recycle them.
Boom. Yeah.
Opening all the vaults of their animation and trying to make them live action movies. Nobody's creating right now.
Yeah.
The video game industry has more compelling storylines than the movie industry right now.
People are still playing and live streaming. It's become a new fad. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out 5 years ago. Kai, Speed, two of the top young streamers in the world. They're doing like the little mafia-thon where they'll just replay it for days until they finish it. It normally takes like 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
And that's how compelling it is.
That's right. The storyline's compelling. The playability is literally 8.5 or higher. Ghost of Tsushima, a game that I'm playing right now. I cannot take my eyes off the visuals. When you see a leaf falling and when you see it twirl around, you can see the veins in the leaf. When you see the orange colors of the leaf changing in the fall and the transition from day to night and the reflection of the moon bouncing off the pond, a still pond. The detail in the garment that the samurai wears. Like, and then that's just the visuals.
Right.
Before you even get to the storyline, there was a scene there was a side mission in Ghost of Tsushima a few days ago that I hit that made me so emotional I was on the verge of tears. I was literally on the verge of tears. Wow. This lady, her and her brother had been abused by these Mongols, and they found a camp where 3 of the brothers that kind of held all of these children in bondage were. It was a heavily guarded area. She's ready to exact her revenge. They run up on the camp, and she has a full-blown panic attack. She's frozen. She's a warrior. She's frozen. And she's like, I can't go in there.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I can't go in there. My eyes well up with tears. And as I'm watching the scene, I'm so immersed in it, I start talking back to her before my character does.
Wow.
She was on wide open.
Yeah. She's like, I can't go in there. I can't go in there. It's too much. I was like, I'm gonna get these niggas for you. I was like, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna ride on all these niggas for you.
You're so in it.
I'm in it.
You're locked in.
And then Jin says, don't worry about it. I will avenge for you. I was like, hell yeah, nigga, we gonna avenge for her. And she said, bring back their heads. I was like, yeah, nigga, of course we bringing back these niggas' heads, cuz. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think we gonna let these niggas get away with all these work? You know what I'm saying? more niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? About to go in there and get these niggas. We about to ride.
Wow.
Snuck up in that thing, hit off in them pampas, the pampas grass.
Mm-hmm.
Snuck up in everybody's camp. Yaga. Took their head, put it in a bag. Went to the next one. Yaga.
Crazy.
Took their head, put it in the bag. Last one, he out in the field, bossing people around. I was hanging off in that high pampas grass. Bro walked 2 feet from me. Didn't even see me. Pulled out that little katana blade. Ethered bro in the neck.
It was over.
Severed his head while they was still picking up the grass.
Oh no.
Put it all in the bag.
That's
Walked
crazy.
out front of the camp. Stuck all 3 heads on the stick. And then hid in the grass and then blew a horn or made a loud noise, a shrilling noise for them to come out. And when they came out, they saw the 3 heads and because they were guarding them. So I ethered them while they were being guarded. I didn't alert any of the guards. So they came out the front to see what was going on and they see all 3 of their heads. Oh! And they all go crazy. And I was like, yeah, girl, I did that for you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Bet you they ain't watching me. I'm a samurai out here in these streets. I bet you ain't nobody gonna mess with you, especially since I got all my power-ups, nigga. But the storylines are that compelling, man. It's like nobody wants to see a live-action version of whatever movie, and it ain't gonna even be close to it's animated for a reason. I wanted to escape. You can do things in animation that you can never do in real life. So the moment you put it in real life, you dumb down the fantasy of it. If I want to watch a real movie, I'll go watch a real movie. I want to watch a cartoon. Nobody wants to see. I liked The Rock in Moana as a voiceover. Nobody wants to see a live action Moana. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop.
Wait, are they doing one?
They are.
What?
They're doing a live action
Didn't
Moana.
Moana 2 just come out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They stepping all over themselves. But I'm telling you, Disney's lost their way. Disney's lost their way, so they're scrambling, man, because they're not the behemoth that they used to be. They're making money, of course. Disney's gonna always make money, but when you're used to making a lot of money and you don't start making that type of money, the way you feel about life starts changing.
And especially them implementing their subscription, their app. I think you might be right, dude. I'm like, it's like money is so good. It's kind of like there isn't that thirst and hunger to be creative. Because of course, I feel like there's definitely people with the same perspective you have at Disney. They have thousands of employees.
Yeah.
There has to be some people that are dying to be creative, but the people at the top are like, bro, what y'all talking about? We chilling. We're chilling on cash.
And every generation has a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? And we're being robbed of these stories from an emerging generation. Right now, we're squarely. I am the boomer of my time. The time that I am living, I'm now the boomer, right? I'll be 50 this year, in a couple months actually. And so, I'm the boomer now, right? And so, millennials and Zs, like there should be some. First of all, we as Gen X, we have original stories to tell. There's some stories that we should be telling about our generation, about things we went through with references in movies. You know, even if you're making a creative movie, there's references that are going to be called back to our generation now. We're squarely in that thing. Look no further than Teen Titans Go. If you watch that cartoon, everybody that's writing that cartoon is, now I don't want to say everybody, but there's a lot of Gen X references in that cartoon and in that movie. Noah watched it yesterday. And then millennials got stories to tell. There's original stories to tell. And we're being robbed of those for recycled stories that were already better when, like, it's not better than the original. You know what I mean? Like, some stuff you just got to leave well enough alone. I don't need a remake of Heat. What De Niro and Pacino did, go do a remaster and put it back out. Just put it back out the same damn movie. Don't come out with no, we're going to do an updated, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that part is stupid.
Bless you.
All right, pull up. And here's the other thing about Disney that this is just insulting to me. Pull up when the first, second, and now third Fantastic Fours were released and will be released.
By the way, on the poll we did for the people that keep up with the MCU, we had 33% on yes, I'm a locked-in follower. 24% not, could care less. 43% I am a nonchalant follower.
Yeah. Okay. So for those that are like super locked in, are you super hyped about Avengers Doomsday? Okay, look at this. Okay, Fantastic Four was originally released in 2005. And then it had a sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer.
That movie was good. I liked it.
8 years later, they rebooted the movie. 8 years later. Is anybody's memory that short?
I forgot they had all these movies.
You see what I'm saying?
Same.
8 years later, they rebooted like we didn't just see 2 of them before. Chris Evans, who was Human Torch in that movie, wound up being Captain America in the other movie. They was recycling the actors too.
Yeah, that's a trip too.
That
see-
was my thing, because I'm like, I like consistency. And
Yes.
when they change the characters, I'm like, this is a whole different movie with different people.
Okay, so it's 8 years between. It's 8 years between the sequel to the original Fantastic Four and then the reboot, right?
Yeah.
Now it's only 10 years between the reboot and another reboot. Am I losing it? Am I crazy to think that? Do y'all not think that we don't know that you're rebooting your reboot?
The reboot of the
When you say
reboot
it-
to the reboot.
When you just say it, it's so crazy to hear out loud. Like that's nuts.
They're rebooting their own reboot
Reboot on the reboot.
That's crazy.
and got the nerve to be like a new Fantastic Four. Well, the last one was new. If you would have wrote a better story, you could have had better characters. Those characters, Michael B. Jordan was in that reboot. But then, he became Killmonger.
That was actually a good role though.
That was a great role. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, the recycling is crazy.
Yeah,
Do you not think
Yeah.
I didn't see? Okay. Fantastic Four, the reboot was in 2015, right? When was Black Panther? When was that released?
I feel like
2020.
it was definitely in the last 5 years. Let me see. Let me look it up.
Huh?
I got Hector looking it up right now.
One with Killmonger.
February 16th, 2018.
Oh,
So think about this. Michael B. Jordan was in the MCU. No, he wasn't in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he was in Marvel. He was in a Marvel movie 3 years earlier as a completely different character. And then you just clicked and dragged him over to Killmonger. Killmonger, he nailed that role. Great role. But you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Bro, Captain America was the Human Torch.
That's
in
what-
And Silver. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like you can't recycle the same actors to be different superheroes. Like didn't who's a person? I don't know why I'm forgetting. Iron Man. Oh,
Tony Stark.
yeah. Morton Downey. No.
Robert Downey,
Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he another? Didn't he play another like villain or something in another movie as well?
I don't think in the MCU.
Yeah, not in the MCU.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. You can ask.
Yeah, let's ask.
Yeah, let's ask. What was Robert Downey Jr. doing?
Let me ask. Pulling up, asking.
He was blackface in Tropic Thunder.
But he's the only one that got away with it. The only one that got away with it, right?
It was
in
pretty
modern
funny,
day.
too.
So crazy.
Tony Stark.
Oh, I think they're saying he's gonna be Doom in Doomsday.
Oh, okay. See,
Wait.
see what I'm saying? Like, how could you turn Iron Man into the villain of the
died.
next movie? I know he died, but it's still like as
Oh,
a
yeah.
viewer, as a consumer watching it.
That was a viral video where he went to Comic-Con and he revealed that he was going to be doing that. So yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. So
Is
that's
it just a voice?
No, he's gonna be Doctor Doom. Yeah, he's gonna be the legitimate actor.
Okay.
Face everything. I believe. I could be wrong, but
Who's making these decisions?
I don't
you know?
understand. Yeah, this is too much. Oh, it's an alternative reality where he becomes Doctor Doom instead of Iron Man. We don't want it. We don't want it.
Let's start a change.org.
I don't want it.
Let's start a change.org and be like, make Thundercats instead.
Make Thundercats. Please.
Thundercats would actually be fire.
Okay, I understand the multiverse. But let me say this. Disney relied too much on the storylines that they told on Disney Plus. They did not make this enough a part of the movies for people to keep up with. And so the movies, okay, pull up phase 4 of all the movies.
All right.
Not phase 4, phase 5. Pull up all the phase 5 movies.
I know.
So the phase 5 movies, because I'm just gonna call out names, and you know I'm gonna be looking in the chat. I just want to see. Shout out to 1400 in the live chat right now.
yeah, we're confirmed, Rich.
Yeah, yes to Thundercats. Tell that storyline.
That'd be dope.
I get to pick Chitara though.
Who would play Jatara?
Juliet.
Amen.
Shout out,
Okay. So here's phase 5. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Did we even see that? Okay, we saw it. It was cool. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, absolutely.
Incredible.
The Marvels, complete flop. Deadpool and Wolverine, that was just that was nostalgia. We wanted to see oh, I'm looking right at him. Who's
Jackman?
Wolverine? We wanted to see Hugh Jackman we wanted to see Wolverine and Deadpool side by side. Wolverine's rated R though. He's super crass, so he doesn't even count. He's not a part of the MCU. Even though they put it in phase 5, right? Captain America, Brave New World. I haven't even seen it yet, but we will. Thunderbolts is gonna flop, I'm telling you now. And then Blade is coming out, right?
Ooh.
The original Blade?
Call me crazy. Are they rushing that? They're trying to put it out this year.
Well, it's part of their they gotta stack, right? Okay, now this phase also includes Disney Plus series like Loki, Season 2, Echo, Daredevil Born Again. Phase 6 will kick off with Fantastic Four in July 2025, right? Can we can you pull up everything from phase 6?
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Because if we could pull everything up from phase 6, then we'll know how we crescendo to Endgame. But I'm telling you, Disney is trying to rely on people also being a part of Disney Plus, and you can't do that when it comes to cinema. You cannot assume the majority of your audience that goes to films is also watching you during the week. Okay. The Fantastic Four, first steps, third steps. All right, so that's all them. And then Avengers Doomsday. So, I mean, and then Spider-Man 4. And then, wait a minute. And then Avengers Secret Wars, Doomsday, and then a Secret War.
What's going on?
And then original stuff on Disney, Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel Zombies. That's okay. Never
Wonder
mind.
Man?
May I ask you a question, Tim, as a comic?
I want to fight the air.
Chief Creative Officer
Yes, sir.
of MCU.
Yes, sir.
So if we were in a creative meeting and you were the guy and I came in to pitch an idea, right? For me, as a viewer of the MCU, to me, it would have made sense if Tom Holland was he was a mentee of Robert, the actors, I mean, like Spider-Man was a mentee of Iron Man.
Correct.
And I'm like, in my head, first of all, we already won in the world. They love Tom as Spider-Man.
They love it.
So in my head, it's okay. It's Endgame. Yay. Let's start a new phase, but Tom's the new leader. It's perfect.
You are absolutely unequivocally correct.
That was it. It was a layup, bro. It was a layup. I wonder why they didn't go that route. Because I'm sure, we're not the only people that thought that. I'm sure that was pitched to them. I wonder why they didn't want to go that route.
A more mature Spider-Man who's out of the boy phase.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm getting chills thinking about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And like has matured now, and he's like, hey, yo, we about this life out here.
Yes.
He's the scientist. He's taken on the nanotechnology. He was on par with Tony.
Yes.
He was a prodigy. He was a savant. And so, yes, it should be him. The whole MCU should be anchored around that guy. And in the same way Tom was able to write it for a decade, Tom Holland could write it for a decade. Like, you always got to have the anchor guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Man, you're absolutely right.
So weird.
But these Avengers films are coming early and often in these next two phases. And I just think they're not taking their time to develop the characters like they did with the first MCU wave, phases 1 through 4. I'm a nerd, I know.
We're talking about video games and MCU today.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. That's my life.
Come on now.
My life in the sunshine.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
incredible.
Yeah, man. Increíble. I love that word. Okay. Was there any? Oh,
The Trump thing.
no, not Trump. Selena.
Anything for
Yes.
Selena's.
All right, so Selena's killer.
Yolanda.
30 years ago, music legend Selena Quintanilla Perez. Perez was killed by her fan club's president, Yolanda Saldivar. For the last 3 decades, Saldivar has served her life sentence in Texas, now 64. Just put that in perspective. She was 34 when she did it.
Yeah. There's been an update though. Yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh
They
yeah,
denied it.
They denied her
Yeah,
parole.
it was like,
Yeah, she was up for
That's what you
parole for the very first time, and she was denied parole. She ain't getting out. She's not getting out. The cartel will have her in Nevada acid
Oh.
oh
within 24 hours of her getting out. Just for the culture.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Or somebody's just gonna shank her just for,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? So she's safer in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
It's already
You're
been
so
30
right.
years. She
Yeah.
might as well write that thing out.
She was amazing.
Selena was bomb. Selena was the Beyonce
Yes.
of Tejano,
Yep.
right? Like
Yep.
she was
Yeah,
Yep.
she was good. She was the crossover, man. Like, because she was American born, she spoke English. She only sang in Spanish, but she understood both, like ethnic culture. She was the bridge. The crazy thing is that she died on March 31st, which is the same day that Nipsey died, which is crazy.
that's crazy.
It really is.
Ew. And they were both murdered. I don't like it. Find a new day.
By people that they knew.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
the majority of all homicides are between people that have some familiarity with each other.
Also, I didn't even know this. I just looked it up on chat. She was the fan club president, boutique manager, and also embezzled over 30 grand from Selena's
That's what kicked it
businesses.
off,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and
Bro.
her story is that she's like playing the victim. That Selena was getting aggressive with her, so she had no choice but to shoot her. And I'm like,
Why do you have a gun
Yeah,
anyways?
Y'all couldn't
exactly.
y'all couldn't fight.
Right?
Lil Selena raised her voice at you. It probably sounded melodic.
She was beautiful.
Why are you stealing my money?
Beady beady bum bum.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Bitty bitty bang bang.
So, I mean, like that's
Yeah.
such a tragedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, she not getting out.
No, it's over.
Yolanda, escuchas,
Amen.
escúchame,
Escúchame.
escúchame. You're not getting out.
She might have a phone.
No vas a salir.
No vas a salir
No vas a salir.
Nunca.
nunca, 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 nunca.
Never. The outcast.
Forever, ever.
Yeah. Yolanda.
And it's crazy because Selena died in 95. I was born in 95, but I was like, I heard about her as a little girl. My mom,
Through the womb.
yes, through the womb. And my
You were in
mom
there.
loves Selena.
You and Tati was like,
Actually, my mom
this
told
is a
me
good
we
year
would
to
dance
come
in her
out.
belly. So,
I know
Yeah.
I was all over the place in my mama's belly. My mom almost died.
oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, the doctor told my mom to abort me because I was growing abnormally in her womb, and if she tried to carry me to term, that I would die.
why have I never heard this
But
before?
You never heard this story?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I think you mentioned it.
Yeah,
On
okay,
the
maybe it's
stream.
my brain farted
No,
brain.
it's
but-
okay. But yeah, so my Dr. Montgomery, who did not believe in abortion, thought it would be care for my mom. Like, hey, let's terminate this pregnancy. Let's start over, because this baby, if you try to carry it to term, will kill you.
Wow.
And my mom, her words, not mine, obviously, but my mom said that she was visited by an angel, like a year prior or 2 years prior. Had to be 2 years because my parents weren't married yet. So this would have been 73. And she had a vision of an angel standing in front of her holding a baby. And the angel told her that the baby's name was Tim. And so my dad came over and my mom was crying after this visitation, this moment, this vision. And my dad's like, "What's wrong?" And she was like, I just had a vision of an angel. And it was just dancing around the room holding a baby. And he said the baby's name was Tim.
She had like her own Mary moment. Not the same, but her own
Yeah.
Mary moment.
And so when she got pregnant with me, she knew it was me. She knew it was a boy. And she was like, his name's Tim. And my dad was like, I mean, if that's what the angel said, like, I'm cool, you know.
Shout out the angel.
And that's how I became Timothy Charles Ross, right? And then, so when obviously, I don't know what month this was. I don't know what month it was, but it could have been between 4 and 6 or 4. I don't know, something around there. And the doctor said, you should not do this. This is risky. And my mom was like, I guess I'll just die in childbirth, but I'm having this baby. So yeah, I'll be here 50 years. I'll be here 50 years. They decided to have a talk about lunch. Well, yeah. I'm like, you're like, wow, Tim. Just shut off Hoolie's mic. They were like, oh, Hoolie wants to talk to Tim? Tim can talk to himself. Dude, they don't care about us. They don't even.
I want to say is that all
I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
Oh, not copyrighted again.
We've been copyrighted every day.
If they copyright a beatboxing freestyle of Michael Jackson, then I don't know what to say. So anyway, yeah, God is good, right?
Amen.
Shout out Marvin Sapp.
Man, I'm so thankful you were born. I'm so thankful
Shout
for
out
your
Tim.
mom.
Shout out the angel. Shout out
For
shout
real.
out mom. Shout out Charles.
Shout out Hector. Shout out members.
Ooh, it's 10.
I
Sorry,
love it.
sorry.
Shout out Hoolie.
It's 10 o'clock. Yeah. Y'all hear that sound? Right now we wide open. Smooth it out for Friday. We wide open. That's right, we wide open. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now wide open. The phone lines are wide open all around the world. Whether you're in America or abroad, we have now just set up the safest place that you could have for the next 2 hours to share and give the gift of your vulnerability, where you can be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, fully loved, even if you're not fully agreed with. I do not guarantee that I have an answer for anything that you might be going through. I do know that I can create a safe space to contain whatever you got to say. We could talk about anything, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to remind you. We could talk about football. We could talk about trauma. It don't matter. We just wide open for the next 2 hours. Let's get it. Who's our first caller?
We got JD on the phone. Welcome. You got Tim Ross.
What's up, JD?
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing, man. I'm doing. I'm from Australia. I've seen your stuff. I found it when I first came back to Christ after a long time. So I'll try and keep it short and concise.
No worries, my friend. Thanks for being on.
Um,
What part of Australia are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
Queensland. So I live in 2 hours inland from the Gold. 2 hours from Brisbane.
2 hours from Brizzy. Got it, man. That's my hood. That's my hood.
You even say Brizzy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I've been over 30 times, so that's our spot.
I seen you come. I haven't had the time to get off work and like try and get around where you were, but you know, God chose for us to meet now anyway. I'll try and keep it short, man, because I know you got a lot of people trying to get to you.
No worries.
Vulnerability is a hard thing for me, so I'll try and take my time.
Yes, sir.
I'm engaged to be with who I think I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, someone that I've put before God, and say, I'll wake up every day and say, if she's not for me, take her away from me in the safest way possible, look after her.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm struggling to communicate with her based on things that I either haven't dealt with or haven't been aware of until it's been brought to my attention now from interacting with her.
Okay. That
comes down to how we interact when we text.
Mm-hmm.
We both work crazy schedules. We don't live together. We're not in the same country. There's a lot of different things at play.
Yep.
I'm just trying to navigate how to be more attentive emotionally. And just trying to do this biblically. Like, is it best if I've struggled with a lot of different things, from a porn addiction from the age of like what I was exposed to at 8 years old.
Okay.
From interacting with people that I wasn't understanding what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Fail of trust we grew up in a Christian school, so there's a lot of things that I resented and I came back to recently. So I'm just trying to, what is the best way forward to navigate this relationship, being completely open, upfront, and honest with her, and what's the best way forward to communicate? Like, if I'm struggling to like talk nicely with her, like how we communicate in the morning, why we keep running into breakdown in communication, how do I fix that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Absolutely. Thank you so much, man, for trusting me to process it with you. Long distance relationships, where primarily we're going to be on the phone a lot, maybe FaceTiming, and texting can be, actually there's pros and cons to it. The emotional bond and the way distance forces you to get to know your partner, because you got to focus more on how they're feeling, how they're doing, being curious about them. There's pros to that. And whereas proximity, sometimes you can take for granted that just because we're in each other's presence, we must be doing okay. But obviously there's challenges and there's cons to it as well. One of the things that I would advise is that you let her know how difficult it's been, and some of the challenges that you have faced in life that make it difficult. And then I would advise all text messages need to be around sharing affection and sentiment with each other, and like checking in, but never like a conversation that needs to be had verbally, or a follow-up to a conversation that has been had verbally. So for instance, if she were to text you and like, you know, I really, I'm really mad at you right now. Okay. I look forward to talking about that. Let me know a time where we can get on the phone so we can talk about that. Because what we're not about to do is play out this whole thread. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't pick up tone in words. And if we haven't achieved all the tools with emotional intelligence, then we're reading the text and we're like, oh, did you just say that? Oh, then I'm gonna send a text back, and so I, one or two things. I either get on the phone, or if she were to say something like that in a text, and obviously I'm just making this whole thing up, then I would send a voice note back so she can hear my tone. Hey, babe, I understand that you're upset with me. I'm really curious to find out why. When would be a bad when would be a bad time for us to connect? Morning, noon, or afternoon? Get clarity on that, and then it's like, would it be hard for us to get on a call today? Because I would definitely love to resolve this, but I would keep all texting out of it. And I see you making some faces, so holla at me. What is that bringing up?
Intelligence is a lot greater than mine. I don't have the ability to unpack stuff myself. I have issues with talking to professionals about it before, or people in churches before, because of like past dramas.
Yep.
So I struggle to unpack things myself, and then also communicate that to a female, which is a beautiful thing, but also very different from me as a male. I don't understand. There's a lot of basic things I don't understand. My dad wasn't around to tell me these things when I was a kid.
Yes, sir.
He left when I was 8. He went to get some milk. I hope it was good.
Oh my God.
But yeah. So there's things I'm comfortable and okay with, but I just like, there's other things I'm just like, I've got 3 sisters and a mother, so I do know how to communicate to females to some extent.
Right.
But there's just stuff that logically doesn't make sense to me.
Of course.
And they're not logical creatures. They're beautiful, and there's a lot of things I can learn from them. I'm just struggling the best way to learn and move forward.
Yeah. So the key word is learn. The key word is learn. And let curiosity be your guide in this. Your vulnerability with her should be like, and this is where we as men get to check our egos, right? We get this beautiful opportunity to like lay it to the side and go, hey, you are 10 times better than me at emotional intelligence. You are able to put your feelings into words in a magnificent way. I'm trying to learn how to do that, but I'm going to need some help. And so I need you to be very patient with me, because I didn't learn this. I wish I had this already. I don't have it. And so when you see me kind of shut down, I'm not trying to distance myself from you. I'm just thinking, because you're too damn smart for me. I say one sentence, you have 5 paragraphs, and then I'm stuck. I don't even know where to go next. And so I'm not, and then I feel a little defensive, but I know you're not my enemy, and I'm just trying to learn. So, bro, I would fall on the sword. I would literally just be like, listen, you smarter than me in this area, and I love you, and I'm trying to work it out. I just need you to be patient with me, because I just don't know how to talk like that. I'm gonna get better. Just right now, I don't have the words yet.
I think what's just come to me is I've been trying to implicate my own logical intelligence and then compare it with her emotional intelligence rather than build on her emotional intelligence and then combine my logical intelligence and see how we can like, okay, this is what you're doing well, this is what I'm doing well, and we move forward that. Like, I think that's just come to me from what you've said.
Yes, sir. That, I mean, that came as fast as a Cy Young pitcher throwing a fastball. That was amazing. But yeah, bro, that let it be it's not us versus them. It's not. I don't like the whole men are from Mars, women are from Venus analogy. Don't put us on different planets. Just put us in different bodies with different wirings. We're not on different planets. A woman is a man with a womb. A beautiful man with a womb. Lord have mercy on my. That's all she is. She's not from a different planet. She's not an alien. You know what I mean? She's not. She's not to be misunderstood. It's just a different wiring. And like you said, okay, if I appreciate the way you were wired, and I appreciate that you come. Because a lot of times my wife helps me to feel the emotions that I don't naturally have for certain situations. If it's not for her, I never know it. My wife has to come to me and be like, baby. And I'm the emotional one. But sometimes, man, I'll write people off. And then she's like, we can't do that. We can't do that. And I'm like, my God, am I happy I have you? Because I was about to make a diss record when I should have just, you know what I'm saying? Like I should have just been apologizing, you know?
Yeah.
And so the wiring is for us to be complete, not for us to be divided. And what you just said is probably one of the best articulations I've heard.
I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to work on. Sorry, I shouldn't say man. I feel like there should be some level of like more respect. But I appreciate what you're saying because it comes from like a level of like you've obviously been married a very long time. You're a father, pastor. So I appreciate what you're saying, and then also having viewed you from an outside perspective is different. I don't know about the professional side of things. Like, is it worth me going to a psychologist to unpack certain things that are going to overload her that she doesn't have the tools with? Or is it better to just keep that stuff between me, her, God, and the church?
Yeah. So when it comes, here's how I use therapy, right? The analogy I always like to use is, I live in a neighborhood where we have to put our trash cans out once a week. And there's certain stuff that goes inside the green bin and there's certain stuff that goes inside the blue bin. And so I take my trash out. I take my physical trash out to the curb so it can be picked up. When I go to therapy, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my emotional trash out. There's some stuff I find out about JD when I dump all that out that I'm like, oh, snap, I need that. Right? You know what I mean? Sometimes you go through the trash and you find out somebody threw something away with the trash that didn't need to go, right? And you're like, oh, snap, I need that. And the stuff that I need to keep, I bring back into the house. And maybe that's a conversation I have with Juliet, and maybe that's a conversation I have with my kids or my other family or friends. Other stuff is like, that stuff was stinky and I needed to get that out with somebody and it didn't need to be my wife.
So how do you trust a professional if they don't have a biblical like foundation when it comes to that sort of stuff? I have bad experiences with it. I was taken to therapy at 8 years old. I was given different types of drugs that affected me poorly.
Yeah.
And it turned me off it in the same way that a church one can resonate with some people.
For sure.
So I'm struggling to trust that process again. How do I do that? How do I navigate that alone?
Yeah.
Or not alone, but.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Juliet is like one of the most, intelligent people I've ever met. She has created an online platform for us to use because we do so much work like this. So we actually have an online counseling center with therapists that have been approved by us. And they can You can,
Couples or personal?
couples, personal, whatever you need. And you can literally link up with them. It's called the Bomb Counseling Center. We'll make sure we'll put the link, in the chat right now.
I actually have the link bookmarked from yesterday.
Okay, great.
I remember you talking about it. I just don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can click on there, the Bomb Counseling Center, and you can find out like all the information about it, and then you can set up a time because they're able to connect with people not only across state lines but also around the world. And all of need for you is just to line up a time. I mean, you have to be knackered right now, mate. Like it's 1:16 in the morning. Like
yeah, so I work Uber Eats, so they do surge pricing at this time of night. So this is my regular time to be up, but I have been awake for a long period of time.
Yeah, for sure. But I appreciate you even carving some time out to be with me in it. But yeah, I think
I'm just disappointed you're not wearing the same suit that I first saw you wearing. You were on stage with those. It was that viral video that went back years ago before the basement.
Yeah,
you know the one.
Yeah, I do.
I appreciate that side of you, and then also watching the growth. And then in my own walk, just aside from what we were talking about, I put you on a bit of a pedestal and like, oh, I need to go for him to advice. And then that thing with the cuss and stuff came out with you, and God was showing me, oh, he's human too.
Yeah,
you can't put people on pedestals and stuff. It was like I really appreciate your time, man, and being able to chat with you.
Oh, not a problem, JD. I love you so much, man, and I'm so proud of you. You're doing the work to mature and to grow, and your girl is very, very lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have her, man. I'm not just lucky, I'm blessed, because that finding someone that appreciates God before anyone else was like I never thought I would find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Proverbs
Proverbs 18:22, whoso finds a wife finds good and obtains
a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Proverbs
thing.
was my beat, because I remember you brought it up, and I was doing a job, and that was my beat. But I appreciate your time, man. You've given me a lot of insight. I'm definitely going to use those resources. Yeah, thank you for your platform.
Not a problem, man. I love you. Here to serve anytime. And when I get back to Brizzy, bro, I'm a holla at you. We were there 8.5 weeks. Yeah, we were there 8.5 weeks 2 years ago. So we got to get back. We're trying to get back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's appreciate you, man.
Okay, have a great night.
Love you, bro.
Get some sleep.
Bye.
You too.
All right, peace. That's my hood, dude. I talk to JD all day. Are you kidding me? Aussie? What? That's my guy. That is my guy. Like I'm so hyped. I'm texting other people in Oz, telling them that I'm talking to somebody from Oz, but they sleep. He's awake, but they sleep. It's so good.
Tim, two things.
First
of all,
dos casos.
Dos
cosas.
Dos cosas, that thing.
For all the dwellers out there, y'all don't speak about it often, but Upset the World has all the resources. Financial stewardship that people were talking about yesterday, they're there with Mentor You. There's spiritual believers in the bomb counseling, that there's so many resources that you could find at upsettheworld.com. And I'm just like amazed, Tim, how you're like, you could be out here like everybody else and be like, yo, we got everything that you need, like pushing people there. But you're like, yo, they'll find. It's kind of like the offering that you were talking about raising up at Embassy City. Like when they're ready and they're able to be at that place, they'll find it.
Yeah, because we created the platform for people to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We created the platform, and we understand that when you get to that point, you'll make the investment.
Right.
But I don't got no sales pitch for nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is you have to make an investment in your growth. And so, yeah, upsettheworld.com. I mean, we got Mentor You, we got the Bomb Counseling Center, and the people that have already taken advantage of it, they're seeing their marriages restored. They're seeing a different interaction with their kids. They're getting their money together. Like we got mentors for everything. We got mentors for marriage. We got mentors for finances. We got mentors for single parents. We got mentors for teenagers.
It's amazing.
So let's get it.
Tim, so this next caller would like to remain anonymous. They
Not a
have mentioned
problem.
that they want to be seen in video so you can have the opportunity to look at them.
Okay, but not going to be on the screen or nothing like that.
Yes, we're not going to put it on the screen, and
And
we're
no
not gonna,
name.
no name.
Got
Yeah.
it. Not a problem.
Alrighty, so welcome to Wide Open with Tim Ross. We got you.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay. So I'm on a quick break, so I want to keep this short and sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, no worries.
So I've been a believer all my life, and the past 2 years, God has had me on my process of sanctification. Right.
Okay.
Started going to this church, and they are really big on deliverance and inner healing. So I'm a part of that. So I've been doing, my work, getting down and dirty. So I've been abstinent for about a year, free of porn for about a year.
Okay.
But recently I have been experiencing some highly intrusive, borderline demonic, lustful thoughts
Okay.
about my spiritual father. And I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm confused because I'm doing the work,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to deepen my relationship with my spiritual father and everything, but that is keeping me away because I feel like,
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yes, I do.
it's,
I hear what you're not
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't have all the words for it.
You don't have to.
And I haven't said it aloud because it's really shame. I feel a little shame about it.
Understood.
Yeah. So if you could just help me out.
Sure. Are you opposed to me asking you a couple of questions?
No.
Okay. Do you have a relationship with your biological father?
Sorry. My bio dad passed away before I was born. I have a stepfather, and our relationship is decent.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's nothing much,
Mhm.
really. We've had a lot of issues throughout the years. I've never felt secure. Always felt provided for, but never fully secure in him.
Mhm.
He's we've always had a disconnect.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it short, sweet.
Okay. Yeah, no
So it's
worries.
been a disconnect.
Okay, that's been a disconnect. And describe
Yeah.
the relationship with your spiritual father.
It's safe.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's never given me any ill intent at all.
Mhm.
I mean, at all. The man is a saint, really God sent.
Mhm.
And just from being up under him and his congregation, I have grown a lot. So the relationship is wholesome.
Okay. Yep.
Feel like I'm being edified every time I'm around. I can go up to prayer if I need to or whatever.
Mhm.
It's just I don't know.
No, it's
I
all
don't
good.
know.
This is great. This is great. So I'm going to ask another question.
Okay.
Do you trust yourself around him?
Yeah, like
If he were to turn,
it's nothing.
if he tried to
Yeah.
pivot, and is he married?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. If he tried to pivot towards you in a flirtatious way or a sexually suggestive way, do you trust yourself?
Yeah.
You do?
Because it's not. It's literally like I do.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's not like an impulse I want to like a fleshly, like I want to jump on somebody.
Understood.
It's a mere. You know how you have like PTSD, like a flashback or like a vision or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it feels.
Okay.
And I'll be fine.
Yep.
But it's like these compulsive thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sitting here, suggestive, and if he's around,
Yeah, for
very
sure.
respectful, holding the space and all that good stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Feel crazy. I feel crazy.
You're not crazy. You're not crazy. All right. So this one I get to tell you a story. Okay. So once upon a time, not long ago. No, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I was I had to preach in Indiana several years ago, and there was okay. Let me pause. Okay, Holy Spirit, hold on. Let me ask one more question. Are you attracted to him?
Not. I mean, he's a handsome man.
But not
he's handsome, but I wouldn't.
but not
No.
attracted to him. Okay, because that's a. I'm so grateful we're having this conversation because we need to like normalize like being present with our bodies and feeling what we feel, and then getting down to kind of the root of whatever. Okay, so in my situation, I had to go preach at this church. The pastor's daughter, I was attracted to her, and attraction is not something you plan. I didn't go to Indiana to go preach at a church to meet a pastor's daughter to be attracted to her, right? Attraction is not something you plan. So so I'm self-aware. I feel this in my body. I'm like, oh my God, what is this about? And all of these lustful thoughts started hitting me. And I get back to my room, and I literally have to warn the spirit. I don't use that term a lot, but I felt like I had to do it with my flesh. So it's not like I was in the spirit. My flesh was out of control, and I had to pray in the Holy Spirit for 2 or 3 hours until I felt like a break and a release. And once I did, I felt like the Holy Spirit told me, hey, the next time you see this girl, tell her that she's your sister and you're her big brother. And I was like, oh, that feels so good, because all this lustful stuff I'm feeling, the fleshy side of me is like, I want to smash. Now, should I be feeling like that? Should not be feeling like that. I'm a married man. But that's what my flesh was feeling. So I go tell her. And the next day, and I was like, hey, I was praying for you. I said, I was thinking about you last night, and I was praying for you. She was like, oh my God, I was thinking about you all last night as well. And I was like, oh, okay, that's scary. And then I said, the Lord told me that you're my little sister and I'm your big brother. And if anybody mess with you, I'm going to punch him in the face. And she burst into tears. And she said, I thought about you all night, and I didn't know what to do with the feelings. And now I know that I'm your little sister. Sometimes you have to fight through all this stuff that you feel and think to establish what it's actually going to be. And once you establish it, you never violate it. The enemy's trying to reinterpret the relationship. He's bringing all these invasive, intrusive thoughts. He's trying to reinterpret something that is so pure that you've never had. And he wants you to he's trying to get you. That's right, baby. And he's trying to get you to compromise it. He's trying to corrupt it in your mind so that you're afraid of it. And what I'm telling you is, if you've established this man as your spiritual father, I want you to rest in the safety of that. And if he ever tries to turn it into something else, I want you to kick him in his testicles.
Okay.
Because he would be robbing you from what you never got from your biological father, and from what your stepfather never even tried to attempt. God is giving you a man who is safe, that you can trust and have that fatherly presence in your life. And the enemy wants you to pervert it so that you can't enjoy it.
Sorry.
What are you feeling right now? I know you got to go back to work, but what are you feeling?
Tight. my chest. And clarity. Because that's it. That's it. I've never had any guy, any man that I could truly trust.
Yeah.
You know, ever. Ever. Whether it was a security like from my stepfather or sexually, I've always been betrayed in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. I just thank you so much.
No, I'm so happy for you. Thank you for calling. I'm so grateful
Yes.
that the Holy Spirit gave you what
Thank
you
you.
needed.
Thank you. Because I didn't even, because I said, well, I don't want to give too many details.
That's it.
But it was to the point where, like, I didn't even want to be around, the wife and all
Mhm.
of them.
Mhm.
Because it's like, I feel like the feeling was you could even probably feel my thoughts. Like, I felt like I was
Mm.
sitting by people and you could probably hear my thoughts.
Mm.
Like,
Mhm.
it was driving me insane.
Yeah.
I felt tormented.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't feel that way,
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
Not in my heart, but it's like my mind,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love you.
Thank you, Uncle Tim.
Thank you for trusting me. I appreciate you.
Love you.
Okay.
Of
Have a
course.
great weekend.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Love you, sis.
I will. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, Holy Ghost. Child, I'm not that smart. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for loving her and for bringing clarity to her. Wow. Ooh, that was... I like that.
Yeah, that's...
The Lord is good, fam. The Lord is good. Praise the Lord.
All right, Tim. We have your next caller. Miss Ariel, you are now on the phone line with Tim Ross.
What's up, Ariel? How you doing? You have a beautiful smile.
Yo, like I'm so excited about this, and I'm nervous at the same time. So like y'all gonna have to forgive me. And I'm like mega pregnant too at the same time. I'm like 6 months pregnant, but
Come through, mega pregnant.
So you're gonna get like real happy excitement, but then you're gonna get like tears and all of that stuff. Like beyond excited.
No
And
worries.
so appreciative of like talking with y'all. Can
Thank
y'all
you.
hear me? Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you. You're doing great, girl.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted to talk with y'all. So, like Uncle Tim, number one, thank you for everything that you do. I've been following you for a minute. I asked a question like earlier on before Upset the World in reference to like marriages, and I'm kind of like shaking right now. The only reason why I didn't want my face to be shown to the world is that my husband and I were also in ministry. He's like an apostle and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like I'm his leading lady and those things. However, we have some like real things that are happening right now
Okay.
in our marriage. We've been married for 4 years.
Okay.
And this is our first baby together.
Congratulations.
On top of all of those things, like he had to forego the church and different things for like 2 or 3 years. And this is our first child together, but we have multiple children within this wonderful blended lifestyle.
Okay.
And I am currently seeing like a shift in him. A little background of our story. We've known each other for almost like 15 years since like I was in college.
Okay.
And he always said that I was gonna be his wife. So the gentleman from yesterday's show who was like, how do you know? Or I think it was the day before, how do you know, God, I know this is my wife. This man continued to chase me down until I finally listened to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord told me himself. However, like ever since getting married, we have dealt with in the first 4 years of our marriage, like just losing his mother first and then losing his father and then losing my grandfather. And then within the last year, we have lost my dad.
Wow.
And I know like how much of a burden that has been on him, and like losing his parents within the first 2 years of our marriage, and then how much of a burden it has been for me to lose my grandfather and my father, especially in the last year or so. So like the man that I currently am madly in love with is not the man that I met in the beginning of all of this. And I'm trying to be the loving, supporting wife that he needs me to be. However, I know that I'm like losing myself and losing my joy. And within this marriage, not knowing like if I should stay or if I should go or what I should do. And all of those things. So I just the only place that I felt safe enough to have this conversation with without judgment was to come to the basement. And I have been contemplating just like sending an email, but I just I've given up so much. I'm not joking. Like just giving up on like sometimes being a wife that I know that the Lord wants me to be, and just being myself, because we're not in the best place.
Yeah.
And there are moments where I don't see him and he doesn't see me. So I just, and now that I'm pregnant, it just brings another thing into our marriage that even though it should be a joyous occasion, it has not been. So I'm sorry, it has not been. So I just wanted to talk to my uncle. I know my cousins is up there. I know Hoolie's up there. I know everybody's up there. I just wanted to talk to my.
Did she freeze?
Yeah, I think she froze. I think I may have lost her. Hold on 1 second.
Derek, maybe just click on her and call her back.
Yeah, let me see.
'Cause she might still be talking and
Yeah,
not
let me
know.
see. Just gotta-
It'll be easier for her if she sees that we're calling her back. And if not, we can do audio.
Yeah. See if she picks up. Hopefully her phone didn't die.
Oh, yeah.
That has happened to a couple of our callers.
Yeah.
Their phone runs hot in the car.
Mm-hmm. Or they're locked in watching the stream, waiting to come on. All right, her phone may have died.
Oh, right in the middle of her crying.
Try audio.
I'm just gonna try audio.
Just for poops and freckles.
Oh, there she is. Let me see. Poops and freckles is crazy right there.
Shout out the Lord.
Hey,
You're back. You are back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting in my car. I'm in Charleston. It's hot.
Hey,
You're mega pregnant.
You're mega pregnant is great.
You're crying.
I'm mega pregnant.
It is all good. It is all good. This sounds so heavy. Oh, she froze again. Let's just do audio.
Sis, if we could just do audio, I think I'm gonna hang up on you if you don't click it.
Okay.
Yeah, just take the video off.
Okay.
There you go. I think this will help. Can you hear us?
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, we can hear you perfect.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I can hear you perfect. So all of this sounds so heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. That's the greatest response.
Like, for real, I'd like to pour it out to like everybody right now. Is like something that I've been wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be on, but I didn't cry out for help.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I feel like I'm doing in this moment, because I've been silent for the last 4 years, and then when I do tell my story, it's more so like, people just give me scripture that I know I can apply, that is principles, like all of that stuff, but they're not being real with things that I'm experiencing, that have been experiencing since saying yes. So like, yeah, it's real heavy. It's real heavy.
Okay. I want to ask a couple of questions about the state of the marriage right now.
Okay, questions.
Is it
Ask as many as you want.
okay? Are you safe right now in the marriage?
Physically, yes.
Okay. Emotionally?
No.
Okay. Would you consider it difficult or would you consider it dangerous?
Difficult.
Okay. All right. That makes a huge difference because we can deal with difficulties, but we need to protect ourselves from danger.
Can I be honest? I don't know if I know the difference between emotionally difficult and dangerous in this moment.
Okay, that's oh, thank you for the humility. So, are you opposed to giving me some examples of the difficulties or what you of just the situation, and then maybe that will help to inform me on whether it's difficult or whether it's dangerous.
Yeah, I can kind of give you two.
Okay.
One example for me in reference to like my emotional safety is not like knowing. Okay, I'm just gonna say what I need to say because also, let me tell you about myself. I overanalyze before I say anything, and I over-explain. So
Okay.
that's why I lean towards difficult and not dangerous.
Okay,
So I'm
got you.
just gonna say what I got to say
Yeah.
without overanalyzing it. Okay.
Yep. Don't overanalyze and don't disclaim
I
it.
don't
Just say
always.
it.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to tell Unc about me for a second because I know I'm gonna overanalyze and feel like I need to over-explain something.
For
So
sure.
I know I'm in a safe space, and I know I don't need to do that.
Okay.
But okay, so one example is like there are moments where I don't know where my husband is, and it's not that I need to know where he is all the time. It's just like when it gets late, like after midnight, sometimes I don't know where he is.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why that is a trigger for me is because when I was growing up and I was 9 years old, my father was drunk driving and hit a tree, and we had no idea where he was. And then became a quadriplegic. And that scarred me for the rest of my life because I am daddy's girl.
Yep.
And then I grew up also taking care of him.
Yep.
So this is and I don't want to talk about like trigger traumas and buttons, but I know like that's something that I have shared with him. So when it happens on the other side, like as a wife, it puts me in this fight or flight mode where I'm either trying to find you at every hospital, every police station, things like that, or I'm just like, you're disrespecting me to the point that you don't even hear the little girl in me trying to figure out where the husband is, who is also a grown woman. So that's just like one example. I think another example when it comes to this pregnancy is his absence leads me to be very, very alone.
Okay.
Like his emotional absence and his physical absence leads me to be like or feel very alone. For example, this week I was out because they took a test and somehow I'm like registered as high risk and could go into preterm labors. So that's why I've been out of work all this week. And like his absence makes me feel as if I have to do everything by myself. And so I don't know if that is difficult or if that is dangerous. Those are two examples that I could give you that have happened just within this week.
Okay.
Alone.
Yeah, absolutely. So I could define it as difficult and or dangerous, depending on the context.
Mhm.
I think it's absolutely cruel for any spouse to be out in a late hour and not notify their spouse where they are. It's cruel, it's demeaning, it's disrespectful. His location service is not on his phone. You don't know where he is. I'm sure you've communicated to him how your father wound up in the condition he's in, and he's just out in full-on ghost protocol.
Yep.
It's wildly disrespectful. Wildly disrespectful. And then to be pregnant with your child, to be pregnant with your child and his child, and him to be emotionally absent right now. Yeah, that's very, very difficult. And you've communicated to him about all of this?
Yes, sir.
Is the church
Several times.
is the church his mistress?
It used to be.
Used to?
However, he doesn't have it anymore.
Okay.
In the sense of like, for months, he had nowhere to go because he felt like, you know, he had this title that he wasn't using, and he was seeing church from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So like even his zeal and his fire for God, he lost for a while. Just recently he started going back to support people and do different things. Not to like be specific, but
Understood.
now he's going back, which I'm very excited for.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my prayers was like, Lord, don't let your son lose his zeal for you above all things, and not for the physical building, but like his honest zeal to be a son of God before being my husband, before being a dad. Just let him not lose his zeal for you.
Yeah.
And I believe he's getting it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I also have overanalyzed this to like maybe it's a midlife crisis thing, because grieving his parents he has not like really done yet.
Fair.
And with all of those things that happened in the first like 4 years of our marriage, I can see how like others who haven't dealt with this are able to like withstand certain things, but we've lost like 4 pillars.
Yeah.
In the first year.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So I don't think the church is his mistress anymore.
Okay.
I just think I don't know what to think. So let me not start thinking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. And this is a unique season for you all. The amount of grief, blended family, a child on the way, everything's magnified. Everything feels more intense in that type of a scenario. And this too shall pass. My encouragement to you is to stay in front of him with how you're feeling and allow his responses to inform you about where he is. Does that make sense?
Yes. Can I ask a question about that though?
Of course you can.
How do you, and when I say like I be thinking Unc's words about being like, humble, open, and transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Our other uncle, Pastor Mike,
Yep.
y'all talk about it all the time. How do you do that without the fear of inflicting harm or the fear of being like misconstrued in the words that you're trying to say? Like, for example, if I just say this, when you do this, it really, really hurts me. And then their response is, when you do this, this hurts me. And I don't understand how you feel that way. Like, how do you still stay in the face of sharing your feelings while not accepting the party's other side? I
Yep.
hope you understand the question that I'm asking.
I sure do. So let's just do a role play.
Okay.
Okay. You be your husband. I'm gonna be you.
Okay.
Okay. And pick the scene. Where are we? Are we in the living room? Are we in the bedroom? Where's a good place for you to have a chat?
We're in the bedroom.
Okay, you're in the bedroom. All right, so this is pillow talk, okay?
I hope so.
Right? So give him a name that's not his name.
Andrew.
Andrew, okay. Hey Andy, baby. Is right now a bad time for us to talk?
I have a headache and a million things going on in my mind, but I'll listen.
Okay. Man, I'm so sorry you have so much on your mind. Would you be opposed to talking to me about any of it?
Not right now. I don't feel like sharing.
All right now.
But I'll listen to you, I guess.
Well, I just don't want to be listened to. I actually want us to have a conversation. So would it be difficult for you to tell me when would be a good time that you'll be in a good headspace for us to talk?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Or we could talk now. What's up?
Oh no, I don't want to. If you got a million things on your mind and it's been a long day, I can recognize it if I caught you at the end of the day where you're trying to unwind, that now might not be a good time. So I can wait till tomorrow. Do you have a specific time?
I guess after work, but you already said that you wanted to talk about something. So what's up? This is really how the conversations be going.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful. No, it's beautiful. Stay in character. Stay in character. Stay in character.
Okay.
How about when you get home tomorrow after work, you take about 30 minutes to decompress. I'll have something for you to eat, and then we'll talk. Is that a bad idea?
Yeah, that's cool. We can do that.
Okay, great. Have a good night.
What is it about?
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Get some rest. You have a lot on your mind. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. And scene, I go to bed. You go to bed. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Next day, he comes home from work. He had his little reset time. I got him something to eat. We sitting down at, I don't know where, in the living room?
Yes.
Okay, great. Hey, I hope your day at work was good. Has this turned into a bad time for us to talk, or are you good today?
Nah, go ahead. We can talk.
Great. Baby, I miss you. I miss you so much. I feel like we have been going through so much the last 4 years. We've lost people we love. We've been grieving. I know we grieve in different ways. You have so much on your mind. You have so much on your plate. You've been providing for this family. holding down your baby mama's trippy attitudes and loving all these babies, yours and mine. We got one on the way. I know that this is a very unique season we're walking through right now, but I don't want us to drift apart. Would it be hard for us to stay connected even though we're going through such a crazy season?
I mean, what you mean stay connected? Because I come straight home whenever I'm done doing what I have to do. So what you mean?
Yeah, you come straight home and your body's here, but sometimes your mind isn't. And I'm not placing a demand on the rest of your evening. I'm a big girl. I can take quality time over quantity time. But I just want to make sure that our connections are meaningful and they're intentional. And sometimes it seems like I'm an afterthought.
Woo, these pregnancy hormones, man, got me crying. Okay.
Am I representing you well?
Yo, to a T, to a T.
Okay.
To a T. Put the cherry on top.
Okay.
From the first sentence that you said, not to end the scene, and I know you probably got other calls, but from the first sentence that you said, I started bawling. Because that is like my true heart's desire. Not that we fall so distant that we grow apart, but that we find a way of connecting somewhere, somehow. So I started bawling from the first sentence and forgot what I was supposed to say as him, but remembered after you were done. So, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody just says something in the chat that I think is really, really important. Sweet Tooth D said, man, hearing these role plays just breaks my heart. Tim brings so much healing because he's regulated and he's done the work. A lot of times the people we're needing to have these conversations with, sometimes ourselves, are not in such a place. I'm glad that was brought up because when we do these role plays, this is about what we have to say and not about how they'll respond. Giving emotional intelligence and tactical empathy does not mean we're going to receive it. It just means it ups our chances of us being understood. I never do these role plays to try to win them. I don't have to win them. What I'm going to do is discover something. And if we went 10 more minutes and he was still just, well, I think I'm doing everything. Well, then now you're a cruel man that's not even trying to hear me. And now I have to make an adjustment in how I'm going to deal with you accordingly, because you ain't going to come home and step on me every day emotionally.
Thank you.
You walk past me and kick my shin once. Oh, ouch, that hurt. You do it twice. You're being deliberate, and there won't be a third time. Because I have boundaries. I'll wear shin protectors, or I just won't be. You come in the house, I'll be on the other side. Walk that way. Don't come around here walking past me. Your foot seems to find my shin every time. So the role plays aren't about winning. It's about discovery. And What I'm happy is that you discovered and you found language for what you really feel. And that's what you need to share with him. You're not responsible for his response to that.
Okay.
Any man that hears their woman say, I miss you and I want to have time with you, any man that doesn't want to move closer to his wife after he hears something like that, that man don't love himself.
Mm,
And a man that doesn't love himself can't love you.
mm.
I mean,
My Lord have mercy.
that's marriage 101, Ephesians 5. Let me read it.
Yes, sir. 5:22-23.
You already know.
Pull out that brown Bible.
Hey,
That's my favorite.
I love it.
Go ahead. Read.
Yes.
Read, please. Read it.
So down at 28, in the same way, husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. Show me a man that don't love his wife, I'll show you a man that don't love himself. It's that simple.
Okay.
So
Can I ask one more question?
of course you can. Of course you can.
If you know that your husband is in a place where he does not love himself, so he can't love you properly,
Mm-hmm.
do you skip to the scripture where it says one can win another over?
Oh, absolutely. Or
Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Because you said absolutely, and the Lord said the same thing. I couldn't even get the or out.
I love it.
Sorry. I told you we was gonna laugh and cry at the same time, but
For
I couldn't
sure.
even get the or out. Or do you like create the boundary so that way you are not receiving the harm of him not being able to love himself?
For sure. So the way that I would answer that is it's not either or, it's both and. I can love you and create a boundary to where you don't harm me. Right? So por ejemplo, this is just a hypothetical, just off the top of my head, but let's just
Love
say
it. I'm following you.
Okay, so let's just say you cooked them a great meal, right? And you just did that out of the kindness of your heart. You work as well, and you pregnant, and you got kids, and you got other stuff. But you just cooked him a beautiful meal, cooked his favorite meal. And let's just say when he sat down, he was just like, "Thank you, appreciate it." It's like I did that out of the kindness of my heart. Like your inability to not love you is going to hinder me from loving you. And at the same time, you might need to sleep on the couch, nigga. Because you're not going to be emotionally absent all day and think you're going to roll over and put your peen on me. Candy shop is closed. Two things can't be true. Well, you cooked me dinner. That's because I love you. But now you're not going to let me get it? No, that's because I love me. I love me too much to let you give me silence and I give you glory. That don't even match.
All right, man.
You haven't said nothing but 28 words to me all week and you think you're going to get glory for that? That's not the way this works. You can have a meal, though. You can get a hug. You can get a kiss. But you better talk nice to me. You better talk nice to me.
All right now, God dog almighty. Come on.
But that's not manipulation. That's self-love, and that's a boundary. Cause rose petals don't open up without sunshine and water. And fertile soil. So there's got to be some UV rays. There got to be some photosynthesis. You got to be beaming something at me to make me open up. You got to saturate me in something to make me open up. You got to put me in some good soil to make me open up. You're not going to sit up here and give me 28 words over 5 days.
Yo, that's crazy.
And think I'm about to jump your bones. That's, child, please.
That's crazy.
I'm a man and won't even
That's
do
crazy.
that. Julia don't talk to me for 7 days and then want to get it. I'll look at her like she crazy. I got discipline over here. Like, ain't nobody going.
That's crazy.
So, I'm just saying. I hope that helps.
No, it does. It does. It also tells me like I've been going around the bush instead of like going to the bush.
Mm.
And I'm only saying that because like maybe in the last like 4 days, I've been going around the bush to intimacy, thinking that if we do the act, then it will lead to the conversations. However, it has led to more rejection each time.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I cook the meals and still work, because I'm not going straight to the tree, I'm getting beat up every single time because I'm not going straight to the tree to being like, this is what it is in love. And yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I love you. And I'm so proud of you.
I love you too.
I'm so proud of you. You're doing a good job. Under all these circumstances, you're doing a good job. Keep your head up. Stay in the community. And early and often, as much as you need to vent or process this season, you got a whole community that's right here, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right.
Like, for real, I ain't heard them words in like a father's voice in so long. So I appreciate you for saying it the way my daddy would have told me. I appreciate it.
I love
Thank
you, girl.
you, Hector. Thank you. Thank
Love
you,
you.
Derek. Thank everybody. I love y'all.
You.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. All right, bye.
Confirmed dweller dad.
Confirmed dweller.
Confirmed dweller
I
dad.
am a dweller dad. Wow, y'all. Hey, man. I love Wide Open.
Amen.
I love that we get to
Wide closed.
process all of these different scenarios, and then hopefully it becomes helpful for people that are in the same type of
absolutely.
situation.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, I'm not gonna relationships take intentionality, and I see too many times where disproportionately it's men, but sometimes it's women as well, where they hit cruise control or they just coast. They put the car in neutral. And they just, hey, if it moves, it moves. If it stays parked, it stays parked.
Scary. Neutral? What if it's on a hill?
Yeah.
You could die.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't
What kind of car are we in? Tesla?
I'm in a Tesla.
We're in the
Oh,
Tessie.
we stay plugged in overnight?
We'll supercharge that thing too, man.
We stay close to the source.
Hey, come on now.
Ooh,
Come on now.
Come on, Tim.
We never get far without charging
Hey.
back up. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Like, I know for a fact, as I go throughout my day, I'm gonna need a recharge with the source.
Yeah,
So,
we all do.
yeah.
That's good.
You ever get
Hey,
tune-ups?
DJ Tone said, what's up? Hey, first of all, DJ Tone, I love you very much, bro. Every time I get to go to New York and just see him and dap him up, it's like a treat for me. Hey, he said that man gonna miss that pregnant cat. It is the best. He ain't lying.
Amen.
Wait, why is it better?
It I don't know, but it is. Yeah.
Does it feel different, like around the pipe?
No, it's not that. I don't know.
Like it
I
grips
just
you a little different?
I just think it's
Grip Reaper?
God.
I just think there's something about knowing that you've produced a life and that yeah, and it's good for the baby too.
It's really good for the baby.
Whoa.
Why is it good for the baby?
Because the bonding of the oxytocin that's released, it's gonna wash over the baby as well. So
Shout out.
I know it can be awkward, especially when you get late term, but it's like, get yourself in a nice little
Shout out babies.
downward dog
They're
or
just
something.
being
Praise
rocked.
God.
Huh? They're just being rocked. It's being
Rock
cradled.
with you
You know what I'm saying?
all night. It's with you.
The
The sunrise.
rock with you
Ready for another call?
all night.
Got copywritten everywhere.
Night away.
That man made some incredible music.
Mhm.
It's classic.
Never gets old.
Okay, who's our next caller?
Yeah, we're bringing on Jordan. Jordan, welcome to Wide Open. We got Tim Ross.
What's up, Jordan?
What's good?
You doing all right, homie?
Oh man, I'm doing fantastic. I'm not even about to front. I'm doing great.
I'm so happy to hear it, bro. What's going on?
Yo, most of my friends call me JP, so please just call me JP.
JP, I got you.
I'm always in a room with another Jordan. Yes, sir. This is dope, man. Look, oh man, shout out to everybody. Gotta give my quick shout out. Shout out to my wife. I love you so much, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to even do this, Tim. Like I had a dream I've been following you for since you started, and I had a dream. I was like, man, it would be dope if he just brings some regular people on, and you've been doing it. I was like, man, that's nothing but the Holy Spirit.
For sure.
That is nothing but the Holy Spirit. Oh my God, bro, let me get comfortable real quick. All right, so I know we don't got much time. So man, let me calm down. I get real
Take your
real
time.
nervous.
Take your time, bro.
But she's dope. All right, so I sent the message out because I was like, man, I really need to talk about this because I don't know how to process it.
Okay.
I really don't. And all right, so and every time I go out and share this to a group of guys, that's like, man, they always feel like it's not a bad thing, bro. You're good. And so here's the thing.
Okay.
So at the age of 8, right? I was, I don't even know if it's molested or not, right? So it was a 12-year-old girl that came on to me at 8, and I really lost my innocence. I really lost my innocence at the age of 8. And when I think about it, I was like, bro, I never wanted it. I never wanted to experience, sexual intentions at the age of 8. And then when I go and share that, because I was in the military, so I was always around a group of guys. And they go about their stories on, yeah, I lost my virginity at 16, I lost mine at 13. And I'd be like, man, I lost mine at 8. And they'd be like, that's dope. I'm like, is it? Is it really? And it hangs on my chest, so much so to where I feel like when I was younger, it felt like I just held a 1 pound weight. After a while, you holding a weight up,
Yeah.
regardless of how heavy it is, your arm is going to get tired.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So 1 pound weight, and I'm getting stronger holding this 1 pound weight, and then I went to the military, and that weight for some reason became a 5 pound weight. Then I got married, and that weight's become a 10 pound weight. And now I got kids, it's come a 15 pound weight. And now I got 3 kids, and it's just it's holding me down. And I want to forgive the girl, And the crazy thing about real crazy thing about the situation is we ended up going to the same high school together. I'm from Houston, so the area is big,
Right.
right? And I went to because the daycare, it was at-home daycare, and shout out to all the at-home daycares, bro. They do their thing, but I went to at-home daycare, that was like 15, 20 miles from my house. So for me and the girl to meet up, because I was a freshman and she was a senior, and by the time she finally found me in high school, I looked at her crazy. Like she was like, "Hey," she's like, "Hey, Jordan, remember we went so and so and so and so and so." I looked at her, and like that's when the weight got big too.
Mm.
And I'm like, I'm gonna tell you like about hi, and I kept it pushing, but for some reason it's just like I don't know how to get past it. And then I got 2 boys and a girl, and like I want to be the best dad I can be. But I feel like it's a wall stopping me from something greater. I don't know how to get past it.
Okay. JP, thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you for being vulnerable with me. I love you. And I'm proud of you for sharing this right now. I really am. How old are your kids?
I got a 3-year-old about to be 4. I got a 2-year-old who just turned 2, and then my baby girl, she's 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, she just turned 3 months today. So
I love it. I love it. Okay, so um you were molested. You were abnormally used. That's where the word abuse comes from. Abnormal use. There is no 8-year-old in the history of 8-year-olds, JP, that wants to be sexualized.
that's always been a fear, man. Like I've been listening to like the past like week or so, and like, bro, like earlier today with the guy from Australia 2 days ago with the dude that was into anime and a lot of stuff, man. Like the enemy has a way of just like masking what it does, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And Jesus. And, and I was like, man, if anybody know what to tell me, bro, like I know it's Tim, bro. Like we hear it a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like your story, it's like a great movie put on. Hey man, I gotta rewind this movie real quick. So so dope. So dope. Damn, man.
Yeah, I first of all, how do you feel hearing this as a fact?
I mean, I'm hurt. I mean, but I've always been hurt, you know? At the end of the day, I've always been hurt. But like, I guess to hear it as a fact, to put words to what it is, because I really take words literal.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, man, like the first thing God gave us was a word, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
words are powerful. And so like, being molested, like, I mean, I hear other people being molested and like I'm always there to show comfort. But like I mean, I feel like there's healing in it. Like I said, but it's hurt. It hurt. It hurt.
And it's something that I want you to acknowledge, explore, and grieve. you need to grieve the loss of your innocence. It was precious to you. And that was taken from you against your will. All of these buddies in the military, 16, 17, 18 years old, telling their stories about losing their virginity, they did so consensually. They did so as an act of their will. There is no 8-year-old in the history of 8-year-olds that's asking someone to take their virginity or consenting to sexual interaction. And so this 12-year-old girl took advantage of you, sexualized you, and made you aware of things that you weren't supposed to be aware of for another 8 to 10 years. And that needs to be grieved. I have to do it with my own. I grieved the loss of my innocence because I was abused at 8 as well. I grieved the loss of my virginity. After I gave my life to Jesus, I was like, I played myself by not holding on to this until marriage. I had to grieve all my promiscuity. And the grief allows us to integrate those negativities into our overall story so that they don't feel like it's a weight that we're holding in a position that's going to burn our shoulder caps.
How? I don't know how to grieve, my guy. I don't. I mean, is there a way of grief? Like, I'm still trying to learn what grief is.
Yeah, grief is just,
You know?
yeah, grief, JP, is just the acknowledgement that something that you loved was lost. You know, when we say grief, we always think about somebody boohooing in a corner. And that's one expression of grief. But another expression of grief is anger. Another expression of grief is just to sit in the sadness of like, damn, bro, that just wasn't supposed to happen. That sucked. It don't mean you're going to be under a blanket for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Crying and eating donuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just bring me more donuts to the bed. I can't get out the bed. Right? All grief is not like that. But when we hear grief, that's what we think. We think grief is sackcloth and ashes and we going to cry all day and eat a pint of ice cream.
All right.
It's just to acknowledge that something affected us. That's grief. It's like the grief that I have with my dad at this stage of my life is I just miss him so much. The acknowledgement of that is grief. It's an expression of grief. The absence of his presence is loud and it makes me want to punch air. And so I'll say this last thing. I hate that I was aware at 8 years old of sexuality, period. I hate that my body was turned on to it. I hate that at 12 years old, I see a nude picture of a woman and now I can't see nobody in, 6th grade and 7th grade without thinking, I wonder what her vagina looks like. I mean, I should just be playing with Transformers and reading my comic books. Every little girl I see that I think is cute, I'm like, I wonder what her vagina looks like. That should not be in my head at 12. But I was sexualized at 8, and so now I'm curious about everybody. And that's I hate that. I hate that. That it took up too much of my brain as a preteen and as a teenager. I had sex on my mind way too much. What, not just like biologically through hormones and testosterone and puberty, but just because I was sexualized at an age and because I was looking at pornography. I'm just thinking, my brain is not right. And I grieve that. I couldn't just be kiki and playing with toys, riding bikes, going to the mall, you know what I'm saying? Having a little crush on a girl and not knowing what to do, not knowing how to kiss her. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was 13, I was like, I will turn you out. Like, you know what I mean? That's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I wish I didn't know how to do that. Ew.
I hate it too. You know?
Yeah.
I think I gotta get it out now.
Yes.
Right? So I hate the fact that I was molested at 8. And I feel like someone needs to hear that too. But I hate the fact that I blame my porn addiction on that. I hate the fact that I had to deal with this for so long, bro. Like, that's 22 years ago. Like,
yeah.
Is it? Nah, 24 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 32 now.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I carried it into my marriage.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I carried it into my fatherhood.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I didn't know what it was until now.
Yeah.
But for the girl who did it, I forgive you. Like, I don't know where she's at. You know, who she's with. I forgive you. And I just needed to say that.
Yeah, bro. And your body needed you to say that. Because when it comes to forgiveness, we don't ever need to see the perpetrator. Forgiveness is for us more than it is for them. It's a clearing out of our heart, even if it's not a clearing out of theirs. And so you free yourself when you forgive. So I'm super proud of you for expressing
Appreciate
that.
it, Tim.
Yeah. But man, you just grieved. Everything you just said is part of grief work. I hate that I got exposed to it. I hate that this happened. I hate that it led to a porn addiction. I hate that I brought it into my marriage. That's grief, bro. And your body can regulate when we've been honest with ourselves.
I feel good, bro. I feel good. Oh, good, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. I can go to work now, bro.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. That feeling that you just felt right there, it's the reason why I sit on this couch every day, bro. It's real talk, fam. The reason why I sit on this couch every day is for people to have this moment that you just had. Because my mama gave me this moment when I was 19 years old. My dad gave me this moment when I was 19 years old. When I came in the room and told him, Mom, I know you just caught me watching porn. I don't want you to think I'm nasty. I don't want you to think I'm dirty, but this is what happened when I was 8. And we all got, you feel? We all got free that night. And it was like a 1,000-pound slab of concrete came off my chest. And I was like, I'll never have a secret again. And that's what led me to this lifestyle. I would gladly sit on this couch for 20 years to give people moments like the one you just had right there. Just to breathe again. Just to feel your chest lighten up. That's why we do this, fam.
Tim, bro, you're staring at a walking miracle right now, bro. Bro, like when people say I lost my mind, like you can lose your mind.
For sure. Yes,
Like you can
yes, you can.
physically lose your mind.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like I was for a season of my life for like it was like 9 months. I didn't know who I was. I was in and out of recovery centers for I was trapped in my 8-year-old mind for so long. Like I remember being in the place, right? I said I was in a recovery center because someone had gave me like some synthetic weed back in like 2018, 19. And I don't even know how I ended up in the military after this, but
Mm-hmm.
they gave me it. And like I didn't know who I was. And my parents like, what do you mean you don't know who I was? I'm like, I don't barely know my name. They was like, all right, we're gonna put you in there. And I was in there. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to therapy, and they give me like, they all they did was exchange the drug that I did do for something that was legal, and it just wasn't working. To me, it just wasn't working. And
Mm-hmm.
so like, I was like, I gotta escape this place for real. You know what I'm saying? I got the spoon in my hand, and they got this key card. I think I'm an agent. I can use this spoon, get this key card, and get out the door. Didn't work. It didn't work.
You tried to
And like,
MacGyver that joint.
they was like, sir, what are you trying? They said, sir, what are you doing? I'm like, I gotta go. Bro, someone learned that I had hands that day. So the guard had tried to like wrap me up. The guard tried to wrap me in the face. I punched him in the gut. And they was like, whoa, wait a minute, sir. They had to bring it. They was like, bring in reinforcements. That's what I said in my head. Y'all gonna need it. Bro, they thought I would, like, for some reason, I thought I was just some secret agent at this point in my life. And like prior to that, I didn't sleep for 21 days. So like I was really gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was really gone. Like you don't understand how much you need sleep until you go like 5 days with no sleep. But 21 days? My God.
Mm-mm.
And so I'm in this place and like some of my family, they kind of just gave up on me. It's like, man, like we lost one to the system. We glad it's the medical system, but we kind of lost one. Like we're gonna continue to pray for him, but Jordan is who he is now. And bro, by the grace of God, because that's bro, only God can get only God got me through this.
For sure.
And bro, like now, like I said, I'm married with kids. And bro, I really strive to be the best person, best man that I can be just for my crew, bro. Cause bro, that's who I love, that's who I die for. And shoot, you feel me? But man, thank you, Tim, because Jesus, man. Bro, I gotta get back to work. For real.
Yeah, dude.
If there's any more time for someone else. But
I'm so proud of you,
go ahead.
bro. I gotta tell you, I'm so proud of you. I am so grateful that you chose to give the gift of your vulnerability and that it led to that moment that you had where you felt like there was a release.
This is fantastic.
Yeah. You gonna feel like you walk.
I got one more.
You gonna feel like you walking on a cloud, bro. I'm telling you.
I already feel that. I got one more thing and then I gotta go.
Okay.
One more thing, bro.
Okay.
So I'm a Dell tech. All right. So I travel around the DFW area fixing computers.
Yep.
And so I get into these spaces because everybody needs that computer fix, right?
Right.
Bro, I'm talking about last week. Last week I was fixing a computer and sitting behind me, the man said that it was an altar to his Egyptian witch, and I'm like, bro, are you serious?
Wow. In
I'm
his
like, all right, bro,
cubicle?
like, hey man, I got the stories for days, bro. I be in people's houses, and like, bro, I think there's a numbness to the spirit that like Christians and like for real are not accustomed to, bro. Like, hey, we really need to be prayed up, read up, bro. Like, bro, talking daily to the Holy Spirit because there is an enemy out there. As a matter of fact, yesterday, bro, someone said, bro, like, she was like, bro, hell is nothing but when I go to hell, it's gonna be an orgy and nothing but sex and drugs. And I'm like, first of all, like, after about an hour of sex, bro, like I'm done. Like physically,
It's a different hell. It's a different version of hell. Gonna be raw and chafed. It's gonna be hell with no baby oil. That's what it's gonna be. That's why it's gonna be hell.
Hot, bro, we gonna dry up soon, bro. Like, bro, there's an enemy out there trying to misconstrue what hell is, bro, and we need to be prayed up for real, bro.
I agree. I absolutely agree, man. Yeah, we're more open to the demonic than we know, and we got to be vigilant and be on guard. So thank you for bringing that up, bro. I love you so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Have a great weekend,
Hey, keep
okay?
up the good work, my guy.
All right, appreciate you.
Yes,
Praying
sir, I
for you.
will.
Love you, bro. All right. Yo, bro. Wow, what a day. What a day. Y'all know it's Friday, 11:37 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is 9:37 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's already lunchtime on the East Coast, 12:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, especially to my homie JD in Australia. Hopefully he got some sleep. He was already in the next day. When he called, he was in Saturday. Just so y'all know. He called from Saturday, right? We wrap up at 11:45 on Fridays to make room for my beautiful, intelligent wife, Juliet Ross. Spend lunch with Jew. I think Juliet's doing. Well, I don't want to say it. Because is that a spoiler alert if I say it? It is, huh? Does she surprise people with food? Cool. I'm having chia seeds. I'm having chia seeds soaked overnight in coconut milk. And what I have with it? Has a tablespoon of agave in there, agave syrup, and then I got blueberries to go up in that thing. I got some hemp seeds to go up in that thing. I got some pumpkin seeds to go up in that thing. Hey, and that thing, hey, let me tell you something. That what I just named you will be about 30 to 35 grams of protein. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this beat is like, it's a club banger, dog.
It is.
Ooh! That's a club banger, bro.
Hey. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
We made it, man.
We did make it.
Makes you want to throw it back.
Go.
Hey,
No, I have to keep being
Go.
PG-13.
Twerk.
I gotta keep.
you could throw it back at the house.
Go back. Go.
Exactly.
Go.
Yeah.
Go, Julie.
I throw mine forward.
Holy smoke. Holy smoke. Throw my forward.
Throw mine. I don't throw mine back. I throw mine forward. I'm a giver.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. DC Flowers. This gif is so iconic. This little boy in his little Timbs getting busy on this at this elementary school. It's like one of my favorites. Whew. That thing is.
Like, Hector.
That thing is just. Shout out to 825 in the chat as we wrap up the last 5 minutes of Wide Open. Hey, we've had some great calls today.
How you feel, Tim?
I feel really good. I'm just so happy when people like when it clicks.
When it clicks.
Whether that's in a feeling or it's like a oh, I got it now. Like, oh man, it just makes me so happy.
You do that for us every day.
Gracias.
For real.
Gracias.
We had a milestone today. 7,000 members in the Discord.
7,000.
Hector's
7,000.
waiting for 7,000 members on YouTube. We're all waiting for 7,000 members on YouTube, but 7,000 in the Disco.
7,000 in the discoteca.
Let's go. Discoteca.
In the discoteca.
Yo, 7,000. 7K on display every day. Shout out to everybody that's moderating, all the homies in there, and like everybody fellowshipping. Hector getting his little groove on.
Hector's
Hooligan
putting
and
out
groove
some
on.
ratchet gifts in the Discord.
Ratch.
I'm just very disturbed.
You did not see that, did you?
Saw it.
What was it?
He pretty much has
a.
It's terrible.
Oh no.
It's terrible.
That
I'm
laugh.
like,
That's my favorite laugh.
there goes Selena. Hey yo,
Yo.
I can't believe Yolanda took this girl out. Selena was the Mexican
gorgeous.
Beyonce.
She really was.
She was before Beyonce, so
Homegirl got body.
Beyonce is the American Selena. Let's just
Yeah,
okay,
for
okay.
real.
Let's keep it a
Thank
buck.
you,
Let's
sir.
keep it a buck. Absolutely.
Hey, but they were both from South Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Corpus
sure
Christi.
was.
Yep. And she was
Bitty
so
bum
sweet
bum.
too.
7K, 7K today.
Could you imagine the music she would have put out?
Oh,
She'd be
my
slapping
God.
right now, dog. It'd be.
I would kill to hear her sing.
You would kill?
Yeah, I would kill.
And think about it. She'd literally be in her 50s now.
Yeah.
She probably would have had a Vegas residency.
Bro, she was around the world like
Yeah,
crazy,
she-
like
Oh, yeah.
packing
Yeah, she-
arenas, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Increíble.
Increíble.
Have to grieve.
Yeah, it is something to grieve. Yeah, she would have killed the game for sure.
Oh yeah.
Man, what a day.
What a week, man.
What a week. J-Lo has nothing on her. J-Lo wouldn't have been around.
Well,
Actually,
come
J-Lo
on, Tim.
only got
Say
her
that.
start in music
Yeah.
because she portrayed her.
Yeah.
And the only reason why she was able to portray Selena in the movie is because of her backside.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she had the body.
She had
They
the body.
cast
Yeah.
her body.
That straight up, she
Yeah.
had the thickness.
Yeah, for sure.
And Selena's way finer than J-Lo.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't call a nice booty don't mean you thick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could just be the shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But J-Lo ain't thick.
Oh, no.
J-Lo ain't
Well,
thick.
yeah. I mean, I don't think her thighs match.
Selena was like voluptuous. She had
Yeah.
shape. She was like carved out.
Yeah.
Let me
Perfect.
tell you something about some Hispanic women.
Oh, as Juliet. Hi, Juliet.
What's up, pretty?
Oh, I like your sweater. It's so cute. Yeah. She's wearing blue too. Where's your blue? Oh, you're wearing blue.
What, Blake? What?
It's a
Am
blue
I wearing
day.
blue?
Yeah.
I was just talking about
blue.
I'm not.
remember we went to go see J-Lo in Vegas. I was just saying that just because she has a nice booty doesn't mean she's thick. You know, like J-Lo's not thick.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
Listen, she had 9,000.
yeah, she did.
She's a diva.
Yeah, she
Mommy.
she did have
You're
a lot
our
of
favorite.
she did have a lot of outfits on.
Do the dwellers know who Mummy is? Have they ever seen Mummy?
I don't know.
This is Juliet's mom. And she's our mom too. Sorry, I just love Mummy so much. I'm
Amen,
like,
so
I have
do
to
I.
show her off.
This is Juliet's mom, and she's our mom too.
Yes.
Crap is hilarious. Oh my gosh. No. Nobody's shading J-Lo, Queen L. Nobody's shading J-Lo. We're not saying she's not a beautiful woman. What we're saying is she ain't thick. Those are two different things.
J-Lo can still get it. Oh yeah, she's a great
Yeah, she's a fly girl. We remember her from being a fly girl.
In living color.
In living color.
Hey.
You can do what you wanna do.
Come on,
In
girl.
living color.
Hey, Tim, I gotta tell you, bro.
Oh my God, it's 11:45.
I'm so sad.
Damn.
I know you're a stickler. I know you're a stickler to time, man.
Anyway, y'all, it's 11:45. Spin Lunch with Jew is next. I'm Tim Ross. That's Derek Santiago. That's Hector Guerrero. That is Juliana Buendia Karlovich. We are on a 72-hour break. We will see you Monday wide open. Peace.